Okay guys, we have a car that the radiator is leaking, and if you can look very well you're gonna find it, but it's very small, but it kind of nasty. It makes a lot of things go crazy. You can see down there a lot of spill of the coolant inside out of the system. You see down there. So luckily I don't have to pull the radiator down, because this is a whole lot of work for this very car. Before you can get the radiator down, the other day I have to actually give it to one of my boys to get it done. So let me pull it closer so you can see. This leak isn't just it's not factory engineered, it's due to collision impact. And look at it right here, you guys can see it. So that's it right there. So what do you do in this kind of situation? For a lot of you who have money, go ahead and replace it, and I'm certain the mechanic are gonna be charging you arms and legs to get it solved. But if you are not the within the group who have money to replace it, you can use you can give it like 20 hours after application of what I'm about to teach you right now, and it's done. Some people recommended JB Weld, if you heard me correctly. And okay, the compressor. Can you feel give me now, super? Okay, and tape pujo. Okay. Okay, ịga ikwe dati n'ọnụ wee gwa m nwere ike isi dị okwu ike onye gị data battery data Mercedes a. Okay, so now here is the leak over here. Let me show you guys again. That's it here. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm certain this leak is actually extending downwards. It's also front and down. So if I fix only here, it won't solve it. So I will have to pull this thing a little bit up, this cell a little bit up, before I start fixing it. So by so doing, it's gonna expose the areas that are leaking. However, I think it's gonna give me better leverage if chance if suppose this is completely down, but it's a whole lot of work. You guys won't understand. Like now you can see what I'm talking about. So it's not just it's extremely too busy. It's too extremely busy. But if I check and it's not something which I'm going to do snap it from here, I wouldn't mind to get it down completely, so I get it done once and for all. But for now, let me introduce you to my cheat code. Here is my cheat code to fix this kind of problem. So you can use it or use a JB Weld, but this was the one which I used previously when one of the side here was leaking. If you look here right now, you're gonna see this spot like here. That is the remnant of the ones I fixed the other time. So this time I'm gonna be using this one over here. I'm gonna be back after that, because here there is no way I can be able to put my tripod so you can see how it goes. So I'm gonna be back shortly after. You can see it. So this is the resin and this is the catalyst, the hardener. You can see that the hardener is more than the resin. You can do it equal parts, and you can do it just like I did. So if you want to not to add too much of hardener, you can separate it just a little bit like this, before you can combine this. Just a moment. So it's done. The food is ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it right there. Okay, gentlemen and ladies, so that is how you're gonna apply it. One other thing that I want to add here is that if you want to do a better job, don't be lazy like me. I was a little bit lazy here. You want to bring this out completely down from the car so that you can have a real access to put this very epoxy when you mix it up together. And this is going to save you a lot of money from going to replace the entire radiator, because this is just the side that is causing a huge mess in this very car right here. But with this very JB Weld which I got right now, I was able to confidently restore this very problem, this very issue. I restored the broken part back without having to spend buying a new radiator, and it did work pretty well. I have actually tested this a lot of times, and it kind of make things a little bit much more better, because this is very, very lovely. When you know how to fix some broken things, it's gonna save you a lot of money. So it's not all the time that you have to replace, even despite the fact that the water we live today is more of replace. So you're gonna save a lot of money, and you can use that money somewhere that's gonna be a little bit better. I've been doing this for years and it has been working out well. So I can literally tell you, I can't tell you when I replaced a radiator last. Go and drop it. I can tell you when last I replaced a radiator, and it is all because of this very amazing hack I'm actually teaching you guys right here. That's exactly what I apply in different cars, and the result is often epic. So guys, one of the good thing about this is that when you applied it, you want to allow it to settle down there. Make sure that it seep into every hole that you find right there, or that have any mechanical perforation or damage. And once you do that, you are done, and just allow it to cure very well, and you are good to go. Allow it to solidify right there, just like you saw me apply right now on this very part here. And this is all you need to do, gentlemen and ladies. And trust me when I say, if it is JB Weld, it's going to take like 12 hours to cure very well. Some is going to take like less than 4 hours, maybe like 45 minutes to cure. But once it cures, it's done. And you are guaranteed that this is not going to happen right on that very spot again. Right, I'm pushing some of the tip of this thing right in there so that it could get in there, and you want to mix this and allow the liquid to get in there, and you can tip this to be vertical so that when you're adding it, it can actually stay in there and block every hose there. And once it cures, it's forever, except you want to create another damage, else removing it is going to be much more problematic than putting it. Considering, I want you to understand that putting it is going to be a lot easier than removing it once you have done it and it cured perfectly. So gentlemen and ladies, that's exactly how to get it done without replacing the condenser, the radiator. If this happens to your condenser, sorry, you cannot save it because condenser have a lot of pressure inside it compared to that of the radiator. So I'm not preaching you should use this on your condenser radiator only because it has a lower pressure in the system.